understand that the Prime Minister will be travelling again?
I expect to speak with full respect, and you should know better.
Well, Madam Speaker, last month, the Finance Minister, as is customary, tabled and presented the budget for this coming fiscal year. Then, for the first time ever, I think, in this country's history, he came back to the House after tabling the budget for the coming year to present a new set of supplementary estimates for the previous budget. So after he tabled the next budget, he was still adjusting the last one. History was indeed made in this House then. All know Santa Clarke no come to the ghetto. All know. It comes as well in a period where people's standard of living is being ravaged by the cost of living increases. So the cost of living bite the people and the taxes are suck out them blood. I know, when I thought about it, all I could think about was Lone Ranger with him song Barnabas Collins. Yeah. Suck out the blood of the people. Madam Speaker, these massive increases in taxes weren't limited to the last 2 years either.
I saw a clip yesterday when the opposition leader referred to labor rights, Madam Speaker, or those who identify with a particular party known as the Jamaican Labour Party. And I can't say the words, but he said, beep fools. Beep fools. Call them beep fools. Madam Speaker, that never sound like Marky G to me. That sound like Massa Mark. Massa Mark, Madam Speaker. Anyways, Madam Speaker, we are immensely proud of the fact that this is the 6th consecutive year of no new taxes. With certainty, Madam Speaker, this has not happened in 50 years, that a government of Jamaica has gone 6 consecutive years with not one new revenue measure that introduces a new tax or raises a tax rate. No new taxes, Madam Speaker. And they pretend to not know what it means. Madam Speaker, when in the presentation of a new budget, the government of the day introduces no new revenue measure and no increase in tax rates, Madam Speaker, that is the definition of no new taxes. Madam Speaker, it seems to hurt them, Madam Speaker. It hurt them. And it hurt Massa Mark too. It burned him.
On a point of order, Madam
Speaker.
No, on a point of order, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I believe that the Minister of Finance, in terms of, shut him out and let me talk. I know you would find it. I know you would have a problem with that. I know you would have a problem with that. I know you would have a problem with that. No, I know you would have a problem with that.
Madam Speaker.
I know you would have a problem with that.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Point of order. I have not made my point. I wasn't a point of order, and I want to be heard.
Point of order, Madam Speaker. A point of order, Madam Speaker.
I haven't said what I needed to say.
No, the member has used unparliamentary language in the Honourable House by indicating that the member should shut his mouth.
Who is the Minister of Finance
for which he must withdraw. And so
who is he referring to as Massa Mark in the Parliament?
And sit.
Who is he referring to as Massa Mark?
You need to name the member.
That is not parliamentary language either.
Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, on a point of order, this honourable House retains and must retain its status of being honourable. And one of the reasons that the standing order defines parliamentary language is to ensure that the honour of this House is never undermined. And members from time to time are required to use parliamentary language, especially in reference to other members of this honourable House. And to say to members that they should shut their mouth in the style and manner that this member did, Madam Speaker, is unparliamentary and unbecoming of that member, and I move therefore that the member withdraws that unparliamentary comment with regards to the member.
Madam Speaker, to be fair to the member from Southwest St. Andrew, she had risen on a point of order, and I think in fairness, she really ought to be heard, Madam Speaker.
Let me say that everybody who gets up to make a point of order and does so within the limits of the standing order, and I was just about to allow the member from St. Catharines Southwestern. But her behavior and her language, if you withdraw, hold a minute, if you withdraw that unparliamentary language, of course you would be allowed, and I'm not going to renege from that. Please withdraw those words, because, and I'm saying to you now, unless you, and it is unfortunate that even as we try to have order, I have a right, hold a minute, Minister, I have a right to speak. I have a right to speak. Go ahead.
Madam Speaker, the inconsistency in the House...
Please allow me to hear what her point of order is. The member's point of order.
That the point of order I was raising, Madam Speaker, is a fact.
Have you withdrawn the behavior? If you do not withdraw...
Madam Speaker, I'm trying to follow your instructions,
yes,
but
I am
you're
not
going back and forth. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rose and started there, and then you asked me what was the point of order. Madam Speaker, the inconsistency in the House is glaring, but I will say this. No, Madam Speaker, you have asked me if I'm going to withdraw
your words,
allow
and
me
then
to,
you can
allow
go
me
ahead.
to do it. If I'm to withdraw it, I'm not going to do it on your terms. You don't have the right. No, I'm not. No, I am not going to do it on your terms. I am willing to withdraw it, but not on your terms. Not while you try to shut me up. The members over there say shut him out every day, and you have nothing to say about it. Nothing.
Unfortunately.
And that is the inconsistency to which I speak.
Unfortunately, the standing orders.
I am willing to withdraw that. I am willing to withdraw saying it.
You know, Madam,
I am willing to withdraw saying it. But you cannot beat me over the head. You cannot beat me into submission by in how it is done.
Hold a minute. I am not beating anybody's head in here. I am following the standing orders, and in these standing orders, the Speaker's ruling is correct. And you stand by it. Your behavior is unparliamentary. Your behavior is unparliamentary. When you get up to make a point of order, you don't stand on your feet in making that point of order, and that is my ruling, and shout when you are on your feet to make your point of order and say what you say. Shut up your mouth like that. I am saying to you, you have asked permission in the middle of a presentation for a point of order to be made. The opportunity has been given to you, and this is the way it is done, and I think it is most unparliamentary. So therefore, that is my ruling. So may we ask the member...
Madam Speaker.
I really would like the member to continue.
I know, Madam Speaker, but just to... Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, the member did rise on the issue of the characterization of the leader of the opposition as Marisa Mark. And I think in that is the unparliamentary language reference that the member from Southwest St. Andrew was in fact referring to. And the member from Southwest St. Catherine is the least capable of making these clarifications.
But
Madam Speaker, opposition, may I just speak?
No, but I'm saying the sort of vote comment from the member,
what's that?
Which was that he's a descendant of a slave master. That's what was said over there. Madam Speaker, but that is a point that I'm making.
That comment.
But that is a point that I'm making, Madam Speaker.
Member, I am saying to you, as I said, I'm saying to you, I cannot rule on a comment that I did not hear. The member asked, stood on a point of order, and I allowed her, I expected her, I said, what is your point of order? And I'm waiting, and then I heard her outburst. That I cannot rule on something that I did not hear. If I hear a comment, I most certainly am not afraid to rule on either side of the aisle. I did not hear the comment. I was waiting for her. I was waiting for the member to raise the point of order when that outburst came from her. And I consider that that outburst, when she stood on her feet, was unparliamentary. I did not hear the comment that you have now referred to.
And I'm saying to you, in the best interest of this country, I cannot have a colleague who sits in this parliament, all of us are colleagues in here, who leaves this way. And I'm asking you as a speaker, we have to find a way to have better relationships. And I'm hoping that it can be rectified, even though she has left the chamber. That cannot be good.
Can I say something? I have ruled in a matter where I allowed the member, please allow me, to get up and make a point of order. You have raised something that I did not hear. I cannot, I will not. I said it last week, and I maintain. I cannot rule on something that I did not hear. And for the records, I have an excellent relationship with most members on your side of the aisle. I have a good relationship with a member from Southwest, but it does not stop me from ruling on what I heard and saw. And then when I spoke to her, there was a big argument, and she declared openly that she will not, I don't want to quote her, but she will not withdraw on my thing. And I don't want to prolong this, because to every, member, I am allowing the minister. I am not going to have any more distractions. I am going to allow the minister to complete his debate. Do you notice that your leader of opposition business is still sitting in the House? When you walk out, it doesn't allow for any sort of reconciliation. And I have no animosity on the other side. So I'm going to ask now that the Minister of Finance completes his